That's what the physique looking like right now. Need to put a shirt on. Just woke up. All right. All right. In this video, I'm gonna teach you guys how to get the Nightwing archetype. All right. Let's get straight into it. So the reason why this is such a good physique to get, right? The reason why I'm even making a video on how to get the Nightwing archetype is because this archetype is so good for just anyone who's at any height. You know what I mean? You don't need to be 6 foot tall, 6'3", so you can get this lean or so you can get this really dominant physique, like you see with Drago here. I just made a video on this too. Damn, my hair looks crazy. All right, so I just made a video on how to make an Ivan Drago physique, and I know it's not achievable for most people just because height's part of the equation. You got to be tall to achieve this physique. You got to have these long proportions like he does here. Another example is The Rock. All right, but if you're trying to attain a Nightwing style physique, you don't need this. All right, you don't need that. So here's the example of a Nightwing style physique. As you can see, he has this pretty boy look. He's lean and he's not insanely tall like these fellas over here. All right, so that's why I think this is like the best physique to go for, because basically anyone can attain this physique. All right, you don't have to have these certain metrics to attain it. Now, of course, you could attain something like this. If you go back, you could attain something like this as a short guy, or as a shorter guy, or as someone who's average height, but it's just not going to look as appealing. You know what I mean? This is mainly for the tall people. But I mean, if you're short or average height and you still want to, get this physique, go ahead, bro. Go ahead and do what you want. At the end of the day, it's your physique, it's your body. All right. Now we're gonna go into Nightwing's physique strength. So I have these AI generated photos of what like a Nightwing physique would look like. And shout out to the AI because they put my face on there. So shout out to the AI because this is basically me right here. So yeah, this is the physique. So this is gonna be his strengths right here. So his strengths are going to be his lats. All right, he's gonna have these good lats. Right, his arms are gonna be very proportionate, as you can see right here, and he has a good shoulder to width ratio, good abs, like really good abs. This is like Nightwing's main strength. It's gonna be his abs, his lats, and a little bit of his shoulders and chest. And then he has a really solid chest, not like some crazy chest, but it's good enough to look like a superhero chest. So, and if you want to get a superhero chest, you just train the upper chest. Now, we're going to be talking about. I want to like move this. Like there we go. Hold on. There we go. All right. So now we're gonna be talking about what to focus on, how to build this physique. All right, the right way. So, like I said, we're going for this athletic look. All right, because being athletic, you're gonna be able to function a lot better. You're gonna basically age backwards. Most people would say whenever you have this athletic physique, you're going to be able to move better. You're not gonna have any difficulties really. Like you're gonna be an old man and you're still gonna be able to move well if you build an athletic physique your whole life versus the guy who built like this big bulky physique. All right, you're not gonna have as much health problems. There's a lot of benefits from just building this athletic physique because that's basically what we're naturally supposed to be. All right, so if you're a skinny person, all right, this is where I started. I was a skinny person. I recommend you bulk. Oh, I know skinny fat. That says lean bulk. You want to lean bulk for. Oh, fat should not be saying bulk right now. Let me change that real quick. Fat cut. Nah, that was not supposed to be there. So you want, if you're skinny, you want to bulk. Okay, if you're skinny fat, you want to lean bulk. Skinny, you also lean bulk. Okay, I know it says only bulk here, but you want to lean bulk for both of these. If you're fat, you want to cut. All right, and basically how you're gonna do this is if you're skinny, you're gonna be moving a lot, right? You're not gonna just. I know you're trying to put on size right now, but you still want to move a lot because moving a lot is going to give you that athletic build. It's going to give you that athletic archetype. All right, so you're going to be moving a lot for all of these. Okay, so skinny, you're going to be able to move the most. All right, so if you're skinny, for example, let's say you're doing sprints, you're going to do like 6 to 8 sprints. All right, especially whenever you're more conditioned for it. Versus like the fat guy, he's going to do like 2 to 3 sets of sprints because there's just a big difference. This dude right here is carrying a lot. This dude's carrying like nothing. So it's gonna be a big difference on how your workouts are gonna be. The fat person, he's gonna be able to lift heavier weights. The skinny person is gonna lift lighter weights. All right, and this is gonna be more of an endurance style build. This is gonna be more of a power style build. Now, depending on your body type, it might be a little bit different, but usually most skinny people are going to be high in endurance, and fatter people are going to be more in power. Skinny fat's going to be like right in the middle. All right, because this is basically going to be your ectomorph. I don't remember all of them. I know skinny's ectomorph. I know one's endomorph, and I forgot the other one, so I can't even say that. All right, it's all good. I think fat's endomorph, but I could be wrong. All right, so this is what I've been doing. Actually, let's go back to this real quick. If you're fat, basically to just cut down to around like 15% body fat, 12, we're gonna say 13 to 15% body fat if you're fat, if you're overweight. Cut there, and then you lean bulk, all right, and just try to build as much muscle as possible. Try to build as much athleticism as possible throughout this whole process. All right, and if you want me to, I might make a program for you guys. All right, for the skinny people, skinny fat people, and fat people. I don't know. I haven't made my decision on that yet. But this is what I have been doing. So what I've been doing to attain a physique like this, and I think there's a picture. Yep. Okay. So we're gonna show this first. Actually, I should have put this first. So this is me when I first started this YouTube channel back in December. Okay, and this is me right now. All right, this is me a few days ago. I just woke up right on this picture too, just like I have now. This is what my physique looks like right now. You saw my physique in the beginning of the video a little bit. Was my physique like December. So this is April. So as you can see, the main difference is gonna be the more like the leanness. I was like around the same body fat here too. But I think just up in the cardio, doing more calisthenics, I think it just made me appear a lot more leaner. So that's just the power of calisthenics. That's what that can do to you. What else? The shoulder width definitely looks a little bit bigger. The lat width looks a little bit bigger. The chest looks a little bit more fuller, for sure. The arms, they kind of look the same. Maybe a little bit bigger, but not that big of a difference. My arms kind of always grew a little bit bigger than the rest of my muscles. So that wasn't really that big. The abs, now the abs are like the same strength. Maybe the calisthenics definitely grow your core a little bit, so that could be a part of it. But I think the abs mainly look better just because I'm more tan. That's a quick little tip for you guys. If you guys want to have just a way better looking physique, get tan. All right, this is in December whenever I really couldn't get tan. This is me in April whenever I can go out in the sun all the time. All right, there's a big difference for this. So as you can see here, I'm a lot more tan. Whenever you get your body tan, you can see just the shadows and just how more defined everything looks. All right, so get tan. If you want to have a better looking physique, the easiest thing you could do is just get tan and do some calisthenics and do some lifting. All right, now we're gonna go back. So this is what I was doing basically from December to now. So I don't like when it does that. All right, so I've been doing calisthenics. All right, so the main thing I've been doing with calisthenics is I was kind of always doing pull-ups and push. No, I wasn't really doing that much push-ups, but I still do push-ups here and there. I was mainly doing pull-ups and dips in the gym. All right, right before my lift. All right, I'll do like 4 sets of pull-ups on a pull day, and I'll do like 2 sets of dips on a push day. All right, or if I do both of them, because now I just do only upper body. Right, I don't do push and pull no more. Whenever I first started this YouTube channel, I was doing push pull legs, but now I'm just doing upper body, and like a whole bunch of sprints and stuff for my legs. So, but yeah, I started with calisthenics, right? And calisthenics is really good for just building the core, building, more muscle, build more strength. So this is gonna mainly strengthen your core though. All right, and Nightwing, his main strength is gonna be his core. All right, he's moving a lot. He's doing these acrobatic moves. You gotta have a crazy core to be doing that stuff. All right, you can't just do that without a good core. So you need to be training your core. You need to be doing your calisthenics. All right, so what I've been doing for calisthenics, other than pull-ups and dips, I've been just trying to teach myself all these tricks. Right, so I just got down the L sit yesterday. I've been working on the handstand push-ups. I've been working on all the other poses like the front levers. So I've been really getting on my calisthenics grind, and I'm hoping to make some big progress in the next few months on learning these tricks. Okay, sprints. I definitely started sprinting a lot more than I was before. I started doing like one set of sprints, not one set, like one sprint day a week. I started doing this. Before I was playing a lot of basketball, and now I'm just doing sprints. I think I'm gonna go back to playing basketball soon, just because the summer's coming up, and I'm gonna have that fun. But I've been doing my sprints once a week, and this is gonna build a lot of core strength, leg strength, all around leg strength, explosive leg strength. So that's why sprints is so good. Like I think instead of doing this bodybuilding legs days where you're gonna put on all this extra muscle, all this extra weight on your legs, I recommend you do sprints. This is gonna help you build this lean, athletic muscle all around your legs, and that's gonna be way more effective, way more functional for you. So don't do that gym. The only gym workouts you should do for your legs, if you really want to do gym workouts, is gonna be glute focused workouts and hamstring focused workouts. Everything else you don't really need to do. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. Now that could be a controversial take, and it probably is, but that's my opinion on the whole leg day stuff. You don't really gotta do legs if you're sprinting. You're doing other forms of cardio, like it says here. All right, you'll be all right. Now, weightlifting, I've been consistently weightlifting, of course. So instead of doing push pull legs like I was doing in this picture, I switched to just hitting upper body twice a week. So what I would do is I would just hit push and pull on the same day, like Tuesday one day, another day like Friday, right? And then by the time summer comes around, this summer I'm probably gonna hit upper body 3 times a week just to get that extra stimulus. All right, so I can make a big transformation this summer because that's the goal. All right, especially with all that free time, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be recording a lot more YouTube videos too, so stay tuned for that. Probably gonna start posting like 2 times, maybe even 3 times a week, whenever summer comes around. I was also doing other forms of cardio. So like I said, I was playing a lot of basketball. All right, I started swimming. I was swimming before too, but I stayed consistent in my swimming, playing basketball, and just going hard really. Right, and you can do other stuff, other forms of cardio too. Like you can do boxing, you can do martial arts, you can do even gymnastics. If you want to be really like Nightwing, do gymnastics. I'm telling you, do gymnastics, do martial arts. That's how you're gonna really become Nightwing because he's an acrobat. And I also been upgrading my style, so I've been changing my look a little bit. Okay, as you can see in this picture right here, I had this like spiky hair. Matter of fact, I'll just show you right here. This is the look I've been chasing. So this was me last Saturday, right? Last Saturday. This is me like December again, or even like last week, or like the week before. That's basically what I look like. But now I have this more Nightwing style because I've been trying to actually like get into this archetype a little bit because I think it's pretty cool. So this is the hair I've been testing out. I'm also testing out this hair a little bit too, right? This is more of a Nightwing style hair. And I didn't even like. I don't have to do my hair either when I have it like this. I literally just woke up like this, and it looks like Nightwing almost. And this is like a more professional looking Nightwing style hair. I think I look pretty good in this hairstyle. I forgot what this is called, but it's like a side part, right? I'm also gonna try with the middle part soon, so I'm gonna see what I look like with that. So this is basically what I did. I changed my style, changed my hair, and this is gonna be the style I'm gonna be changing to. So basically, I'm gonna be switching from just regular outfits to these basic, clean outfits. So for example, you're gonna be wearing a lot of black sweatpants. As you saw me in the beginning of the video, I threw on some black sweatpants, black shoes, black pants. Here and there, you're gonna wear some white shoes. In the winter time, you can wear some black boots. You wanna wear these dark clothes, so you wanna wear like black. You wanna wear like navy blue. You can wear beige or tan, like as you see in this picture. There's a lot of options you got for shirts. Uh, the hairstyle is important too, so you can either rock like a hair like I got right now, right? Just like this messy, you know, not really trying look like Nightwing, or you can get like a middle part. I'm definitely gonna try the middle part soon because I think I'll look good in the middle part since I look good in this. Now, also in the winter, you can wear some hoodies too. Just like basically these basic, clean, dark outfits is basically what we're shooting for here. All right, that's basically gonna be Nightwing style. Oh yeah, I forgot I added this. So the mindset we're gonna have for this is, how can we say this? So he doesn't let height stop him, right? He doesn't let height stop him. He doesn't let height be his insecurity. As you can see, he has his girlfriend Starfire here, who is much taller than him, right? Like she's like 6'4", he's like 5'9", 5'10". He doesn't let that stop him. He doesn't care. Like he doesn't let height stop him. So most guys, they want to like dominate. They want to dominate over the height because it makes them feel better. But Nightwing can dominate without the height, and that's basically what we're shooting for here. So don't let height be insecurity. There's a lot of things you can do for that, right? Just like building a Nightwing style physique, getting your life together. And yeah, he doesn't let height stop him. So that's all I'm saying. You can be like 5'4" and you can still pull a whole bunch of girls. You can be 6'4" and you can pull no girls. Or it could be the complete opposite, because that's mainly how it is. But it could always be, what I just said. So don't let height be a factor that stops you, because it's not something you can control. Don't get mad at something you can't control. You know what I mean? Now, this is going to be the final part of the video. So we basically already finished how to get the Nightwing archetype. But I'm just going to go and quickly plug my program, top link in the description. This is going to be the Batcave, where I tell you guys the Dark Knight method. All right, I made this transformation from 135 pounds to 155 pounds. Like I told you in the beginning of the video, I bulked, right? I went from skinny to pretty good for my height, right? Pretty good weight for my height. And yeah, that's basically what I'm going to teach you in this method. I'm also going to teach you the program I was using. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of additional knowledge and stuff like that. You guys can go check that out if you want. And I actually think I'm going to add some more stuff into here, right? I have my Dark Knight course right now, but I think I might even add some extra, courses, like a Nightwing course maybe, some other characters, right? I think I'm going to add some other guys in here so we can, just have a better looking program. I'm also probably going to add one-on-one coaching soon, so I'm really hyped for that. All right. So if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can never miss an upload. And I will see you in the next one. All right. Hope you enjoyed, and go get that Nightwing archetype. That's why you clicked on this video. You're interested into the Nightwing archetype, just like I was last week. So I decided to just record a YouTube video on this. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.